Um,
So two roads diverge in a yellow wood. And then
cut,
the
cut. No, cut. Cut.
why?
Restart.
We can't.
Are you serious?
Wait, why?
I just wasn't ready. Okay.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Well, we can crop. Yeah, okay.
We'll cut that. We'll cut it. Action.
You ever farted into the car seat? Just really let off steam that way?
I've never farted. It's not really something I do. So
You would like fart silently.
I don't fart. It's like an actual phenomenon.
Yeah, because they're silent. Really? Do you not burp either?
Mm,
Uh,
That's disgusting.
Sorry. You caught me at a bad time.
Um,
Wendy
so
Williams hospitalized.
Wendy or
Don't
Robin?
worry, guys.
We were just talking about Robin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Captain, my captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gay boys suicide. Name that movie. Really?
I was trying to think of a different one. That would be like fun, but I couldn't.
Like, like, D George and the Giant Peach. I haven't even seen the movie, but oh,
Oh, the
this
Roxy feature isn't until
is
episode.
so unprofessional.
Oh my God. For those on the pod, for those on Spotify, Roxy's butt just was pressed against the screen.
Butt and cooch. Butt and cooch.
Well, the cooch was
The-
implied. Um, the right
Oh,
answer.
thank you. Yeah. It's okay. She's not a minor, guys. She
She's
is
old.
a mother. Yeah.
How old is she?
Like 11.
Years? In dog years or in people years?
Use your brain. Come on.
I'm gonna
Um,
start crying. Because what do you mean?
she's gonna be a nuisance.
Gonna
Uh,
let her be, let her sit.
but her, whatever, her jangles, you know? Can you imagine being a dog? Here she goes.
Um,
Can you imagine having a fucking ball around your neck and having to be like, ding, 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 walking around?
I do have
You look
a,
really mature today.
I'm just wearing black. What does that mean? I look really mature today. Well, yesterday I wore blue.
Wrinkles. Yeah, and you looked really ugly and immature, juvenile.
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Anyway,
A
on the
bracelet
seventh day,
welded onto my
we
wrist.
said, "Let there be light." Oh,
Oh, that is how the world was started. We said, let there be light, and then this thing happened called the Big Bang. I think you
we
can.
were there. And then J.K. Rowling wrote
No, and then
Harry Potter.
Mesopotamia
Oh,
created
that.
irrigation and
hmm And
Ma
then Hammurabi's Code.
Hammurabi's code, an eye for an eye.
hmm We
I
abide by that. We don't
heavily
play with.
influenced. Um,
But
and
we
then
like.
the Mongols and the
Mhm.
Persian Empire.
Mhm.
Well, the Mongols, they were nomads. They were
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the yacht. They were on a horse. Dude,
Yeah.
they were taking heads. They were making names. They.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
And then, like in China, they were just
I feel
coming up
like
with.
if we were ancient peoples, we would be the Mongols, I think.
They like hated women though. We
Yeah,
love.
exactly.
You'd be Genghis Khan.
No, I think I'd be, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Napoleon.
Ooh.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Well, Napoleon was defeated eventually.
He
So
used elephants.
Napoleon,
Didn't he use elephants?
yeah, they were a
No.
gift
Yeah.
from India. I don't remember.
Well, they abused those guys, and
Well,
it's
actually,
not
they
cool.
used everything. So the elephants weren't special in that regard. Um, they abused women,
I
children,
guess.
animals,
My two favorite things.
the three genders.
My three. Out of all of those genders, what are you? I'm literally animal.
I think I'm also animal.
Well, I guess we're each.
What? What? Hello?
Sorry, I froze.
I didn't hear what you said.
Um, I know. I think we're having connectivity issues.
No, we're not. That would never happen to us. We're very professional.
That's on your end. I don't know
That's
what you're talking about.
no, you
You
keep
guys.
them.
You guys. Yeah,
It's the
not you.
listeners at home. You need to connect to better Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Um, or like
I don't think I would have invented
invented or
one.
something.
Oh,
I would not have invented Wi-Fi. I would have invented,
the
I love
wheel.
this question. The wheel.
Wait, I love this
I
question.
love this question.
I would
Um,
have invented cheese.
okay.
Cheese?
I think I would have
A
been
pencil? Right,
into
like,
potatoes, all the uses for potatoes. Also weaving, I think I would have done.
would you have invented like frying things in oil though?
Probably not.
Me either.
Um,
Because I don't think I would have been like, dumb oil, let me put my food in this.
when would I probably would have invented like syrup, like maple syrup
Hmm.
from a tree. If
You
I
would
would
have
have
tapped
seen
into the
that,
tree and been
I would have
like,
been like, "Ooh, I want to, I want to eat it." Like,
oh, true.
um,
Fire? Maybe. I think I would have rubbed like the rocks together
it depends. If I'm at the very beginning of
and been like,
civilization, probably not. But if I was like,
mm-hmm. And I wouldn't have made tools out of
I would have invented like knives.
it. I would
No, not knives. I would have
oh
invented
yeah.
daggers because daggers are like sharp on both sides. And I would have been like, fucking duh.
Might as well for
While we're at it,
two enemy.
both sides.
Yeah. I- Swords, a little bit extra.
A lot extra. Because why are they so
That's
Okay,
because
buddy. You're
swords are like
compensating.
the lifted trucks. They're lifted trucks of knives. It's men overcompensating.
It is. You're right. You're right.
They also put like things over their crotch. They were like, didn't Shakespeare do that?
Well, that was like the fashion.
But why? Because that was
Um,
the word. And then they sculpted David and they were like, no, he's so beautiful and he has a tiny little penis.
well, it was actually connected to intelligence. But that was like way before that was a
Yeah.
fashion. Like if you were smart, you had a smaller dick because it was like you had
And who started that rumor?
you had like less like physical
Blood.
desire. Yeah, like
Oh,
lust.
yeah.
Um,
I didn't understand anything
because
about that.
like if you're smart, then you don't have that. Which like true.
I think I would have like 7 inches. Do you like, I
Okay.
feel like you'd have like 5. You would not.
Um, honestly, yeah. You wouldn't have seven. You'd have like seven and like a decimal.
More than seven?
Yeah, you'd have like seven, like point three. And you'd be like, oh, point three.
And I would, yeah, I would never let it go that there's an additional point 0.3. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Would we have invented the ruler? Yeah. Rulers,
yeah,
yardsticks.
measuring tools for sure. But I probably
Yeah,
wouldn't
because you would have invented,
numbered
because you
them. I what?
maps. You would have
Map.
invented maps.
I would have invented a map.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it would be a very not technical map. It'd be very just like something I drew because I would have the map in my head and then I'd be trying to tell somebody about it and they'd be like, wait. And I'd be like, oh, I'll just draw it.
Turn left at the crucifix.
Exactly. And they never get it.
Duh, duh.
Like,
Do you think any of the disciples were gay? I
yeah,
think,
all of
dude, the supper. Notice how they don't show what's underneath the table.
they don't.
Well, I think you can see some legs, but you can't see like erections.
Um, true. I did recently go to an art museum and there was a painting of a guy sticking his two fingers in the cut on Jesus's ribs.
That's some freak shit.
I was like, ooh, that's phallic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then everyone around you was like, what does that word mean? What?
What's that word
The
mean?
vocabulary on this broad.
Oh my God, you can just Google it later. Don't even worry about it. Um,
Are you hearing that?
crickets?
I jingled my bells. Oh no. Okay. And I
It's
jingled
okay,
my
honey.
little clown
Earlier,
bells.
she grinded her beans.
It's part of the process, dude. It's the morning routine. Imagine if we had multiple beans. I guess we do. Like, do we have a G spot in our butt?
Women? No.
Mm. That's so gay.
I know. Because why do they have one up there if not meant to use
That
it?
is, yeah, and my fingers aren't reaching that high, probably.
Goes to show the Greeks, ancient civilization, they had it figured out. Did you know their sleep schedules? They'd sleep from like sundown to like midnight, and then they'd wake up and until like 4 a.m. and then they'd just like do little things like drink wine and sweep the floors. I don't know. And then they'd go back to sleep.
I could,
And I'm like, that's,
however, rather fool when it comes to REM, but
but that's like how, like, do you think, how much do you think on a scale of 1 to 10, um, do you think that human, the cycle, the 24-hour cycle is like fake and made up?
hmm.
Especially for women, because I do think it's made up for women. I think
Okay,
it's not.
24 hours, yes. I do think sunlight is a big deal for us, all of
Right.
us.
Right.
But it's actually been studied, like some people just aren't morning people and some people are. And there's like, it's actually just your genes.
Yeah.
And gender comes into play. And what about preference? Whatever happened to preference?
I think
They made up the food pyramid, dude. Everything up.
they did make everything up. I think
And
that
it wasn't, if it was, oh my, I knew she was going to be trouble when she walked in.
There's no noise. I can't.
Really? I sound, I'm like, I don't even have a dog. I'm just like
It's fine.
schizophrenic.
Um, I'm gonna
Gotta
keep
go.
going. I think that humans should like split up, and I think this would help with resources as well. And half of us should go nocturnal, and half of us should go daytime. And I also think we should live in the ground, like
City of Ember.
yes, and also Plato's allegory of the cave.
Two great texts.
But
Exactly.
hmm
The book I was reading, the book I am reading about photography was like, imagine if Plato's allegory of the cave wouldn't even exist if cameras were around. Like, she said it a little better.
well, like yeah,
You're like, girl, but like, yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Wait, should you explain Plato's allegory for the
the dumb people.
you guys? Not me. I know what it, not me.
Um, Plato's
I know what it
allegory
is.
is like if you were tied up in a cave and you were facing the wall and there were shadow puppets on the wall, that would be your truth and that was the extent of the world. But if one person was released out of the cave and they got to see the world and see the sunshine and come back and tell everybody, "Hey, there's more out there." If you were still in the cave, you'd be like, "No,
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. This is it." Because that's all you've ever seen. Because it's all you've been exposed to.
Was he talking about religion or just
I think it's supposed to be ambiguous because I
okay?
think he meant it in
That's where my mind takes it.
like a in a truth sort of way, in like a if you only know
If you don't
the
seek
truth
truth,
that you know, what is truth sort of thing. Oh my
slow
God.
down over there.
Um, but it could be religion.
But then
What
people in like spiritual psychosis could be like, huh? What is religion?
says?
Oh, people in that could be like, no, I went outside and this is what I saw, but they actually didn't see that. But then they're like, you guys are just still asleep. Are you texting?
No, I'm looking up what years Plato lived. He lived from 428 to 347 BCE. So he was like before Jesus.
But there was definitely still religious shit
Wait, he was after Jesus.
before
BCE.
common error era.
Chat, clip that, clip that. Um,
Era.
um,
I just,
I'm a little stupid when it comes to numbers. So he was after
that's not true. Hey, don't talk about my friend like that.
CE, Common Era. BC is before Common Era. Before Christ is BC.
Yeah, so he was before.
It was before.
And they just switched the words
Why
to
are the
be more
numbers? Oh, the
progressive,
numbers
but
are going
like it
down. Okay, so I am just being stupid. Um, you
not a
said
good look when
before, well, Judaism was a thing, and
big,
like Islam was a thing,
huge.
but not Christianity. That wasn't a thing yet.
Well, it was like Judaism was like up here and all the other bitches were like and then and then Christianity was like on the come up, on the come up, on the come.
For
That's
people
that
listening on
day.
Spotify,
Oh,
just
right.
watch that on YouTube because I'm not explaining it.
Okay, my words were like descriptive enough.
True. Like I got it. If I closed my eyes, I'd know.
If
Um,
the world was blind, If the world was blind, who would even like you?
Probably a lot of people. Probably like
Yeah.
everyone. I've
Oh,
seen Bird Box.
yeah. Sandra Bullock.
Um,
I
that's me.
hate award shows, dude. So sick of. Oh,
Dude,
I'm Sarah Paulson. I die.
um, did you watch the Golden Globes?
No, I hate award shows.
I watched none of it, but I watched
It's
the monologue, the girl, what's her face? The comedian.
Nikki Glazer.
Yeah. The like 10-minute introduction thing. And it was like funny.
I thought she did a good job. Like,
She did do a good job, but it was kind of like she's trying to be relatable in a way
oh,
that was like it was executed well,
uh,
considering people are brain dead, the
hmm,
audience.
not
Um,
you guys.
not y'all, because you're being enlightened by us, um, as we speak. But I don't know. Some of it I was like, ooh. She is up there.
Well, I can't do scripted comedy in general. It's
Yeah.
not my,
Well, her last joke actually wasn't scripted.
hmm, which,
Went on Howard Stern and was like, yeah, the joke before the last joke was supposed to be the last joke, but it was like it wasn't as received as well as she thought it was gonna be. So she like unscripted threw in a last joke and then was like, okay. So
see, if my joke wasn't received by an audience of however many, I would just leave.
if my joke wasn't received by an audience, I'm not there.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Kudos to her. I couldn't.
Mm, true.
I also hate this brings us to our next point that we wrote down.
Yes.
Um
Because we prepared.
celebrity couples. Get off of their dicks, guys. No one cares as much as you.
So funny that you bring this up.
It was in our notes.
Our shared notes. Right.
Yeah.
Um, because I actually feel so strongly about this.
No way.
That is why I'm turning off all social media starting August 5th.
It's so long.
Um,
I'm also going vegan on August 21st. So
um,
stay tuned.
wait for that one. We might do an explanation video on that later, but episode, not video, not exclusive, but
It's on our Patreon.
subscribe to our Patreon, for special episodes.
I just like for the audio listeners, just understand that we're like really pretty.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I felt like we had to put that out
You're
there
like
just
wearing really, like really nice. I'm wearing a Dolce and
uh,
Gabbana, and Quinn's fully decked out in Chanel.
just like X's across my nipples and
Alexander McQueen,
um
and
hey, I don't like designer brands. Don't tell them that.
Alexander McQueen is like cool.
You don't like designer brands.
Like they're known for their leather products. Alexander McQueen is like not. It's
You
like
wear
no, my wallet is Alexander McQueen.
Oh yeah, you like have designer shit. You don't play. You like bought someone a designer watch.
Expose me. Yeah, I bought my dad and my brother matching presidential Rolexes for Christmas.
Well, I bought my dad a Hellcat, so
Was it matte black?
It was lime green.
Oh, good.
That's more his vibe.
If, guys, if you know anyone with a matte black soul,
Wait, wait.
if you know anyone with a matte black Hellcat, that's my soulmate. So send
It was
them.
revealed to her in a dream.
It was revealed to me in a dream, especially if they have a German accent. So
Those are the requirements.
tell them to hit my line at Just Did Molly on Instagram.
Or her. Dreams can be loosely interpreted.
Um, I don't know of any woman that would be driving a matte black Hellcat.
I know because we have taste.
Yeah, that's like I want it to be noted that in my dream I immediately recognized it as a Hellcat. And then I Googled
Mhm.
it and it was an actual Hellcat that I
For
was
a male,
in my dream because
yeah,
I know
important.
subconsciously what they look like. So call me a car girl.
It's probably like a V8 Monaco, Charles Leclerc.
The man who walked out of the fire. Should I
What?
go to the F1 museum in London? You don't know? I forgot his name, but there was a guy who was driving an F1 and he crashed and he should have died, but he like almost died and then he was like, I have a wife and children and he like crawled out of the fire and it was I'll send you a video of it. It's actually really
I
cool.
think if you were in a situation like that, you would have the grit and determination to get out, to
No,
live. Me
no.
either. Like if I was in a cave and my arm was stuck and I had to chop it off, I'd just be like, oh,
Guess 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 this is it. I've
see you,
never
boys.
I've never wanted to live that much. Like
No,
I'm
that's
like,
like
if I, what about that disease that you like lose your arms or your legs? Like,
like
just end it.
oh well,
For me, I don't
right,
like,
right, right.
I don't have the
ALS,
the ambition to like keep living after that.
ALS ice bucket challenge.
Did it.
Did it save the lives? What were we doing?
I just like, did I do it?
What were we doing?
I don't know. It was like for awareness, but it was like everyone was aware.
No
So
one even cared about these. It was just like a status thing. It was like who nominated who
true. That's so the human race.
and who, and it was also a wet t-shirt competition.
I was like 9 years old, so I hope not.
Exactly. Don't clip that.
Mm.
Um,
It's okay. I have like 20 more in the car.
wet t-shirts.
Clip.
9-year-olds clips. Jesus.
God. Um, jeez.
Anyway, so
We
then
plan for when we have nothing else to say.
we never have nothing to say. I was
Let's
going to talk about
keep going. You were gonna talk about what?
The caves of Lascaux.
Go on.
Crap. Basically, they were cave drawings from indigenous people to the area. I'm pretty sure they were of African descent, but oh, we didn't even talk about Pangea.
We have 10 more minutes.
Anyway, some French guys come in, discover them, then give them a French name. And you guys will start to realize this is kind of the story of the world. Some French dudes came in. Sorry, I froze. And then they were like, "Oh my God, maybe they weren't like idiots. They were drawing animals and horses and cows." and then they got money for it. And then people went,
When I was a child and I knew nothing, I was drawing pictures of animals and cows. So I don't
like
think
you had pencils.
true. But I was like out there on the playground after the rain, like digging up some clay from the earth, you know? So
So
like
true. I actually I haven't dug up clay in a while. I miss that.
you should, well, there isn't much in Florida because it's sand, but
Sand, silt, and slick bitches.
the three genders.
I froze. I'm sorry, that was rude.
Uh, true. And
But
then
what is under all the sand in
sinkhole,
the ocean? Damn it. I was afraid of that.
the earth, the earth's core, lava. And then the
What's
Roman
the on the
Empire,
earth?
and
Oh.
then the Roman Republic,
Mhm.
and then
Acropolis.
and
And
then Megalopolis,
yeah, that's the next thing that happened.
and then
Sophia Coppola's Marie Antoinette.
and then King Henry this eighth, and then he invented divorce,
Hmm.
and then
An ugly dude, mind you.
just
I said ugly.
I said what I said, and I'll stand by what I said.
I'm frozen.
Just an observation, not a judgment.
Yeah, it was just like the sequence of
It
in
was
which you.
the thoughts.
Sorry,
It was
the voices.
um yeah.
And then women couldn't even
Then
own a house.
Vishnu.
Hmm. Sorry, I was frozen.
Chat, clip that. Clip that.
I was trying to recreate, all the hands.
Oh, her. I know.
Dude, that story is crazy. They like burned her or the girl, the Shiva.
I took a class on it like a long time ago.
They used to burn all the sluts. Wait, not that she was one. That was a segue.
And then the Salem witch trials, and then
Ugh,
the burning of
disgusting.
the Library of Alexandria. Not in that order.
Hmm.
And then
Not in that order. Well, and then we should also talk about like racism.
true.
No, no,
Which one?
yeah, not cool, guys.
Are you for
Sorry.
or against?
Guys, for the audio listeners, I am thumbs downing so hard. I'm apologizing. I'm so sorry,
I'm
guys.
also against. I feel like I should say that.
That thumb was a little bit middle leaning, dude. We wouldn't have invented race. There you go.
Would not. I may have invented sexism, misandry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a lot different. There
Yeah.
wouldn't be if misandry was, more prevalent.
Mm. Men started all.
Ugh.
So,
And some of them were even started over women. Like,
Helen of Troy.
ever heard of her?
Oh boy, have I.
My co-host Molly gets compared to. I don't think we introduced ourselves.
We did not. We just assumed they'd know.
Yeah, we're literally disembodied voices, and that's my dream form.
Okay, good for
But
you.
you, you boobs or butt?
Both?
Yeah, I just like, yeah. Not guy butt though.
No.
Guys.
Except,
Oh,
what's his face?
Rupert?
Black. Yep. All of was coming was Campbell Black. I was like,
Rupert Campbell Black.
Rupert Campbell Black.
He does have a nice butt because it's not so square.
It's
It's
not. It's
round.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has a couple other nice his
Uh,
eyes.
plug for Rivals is on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Mhm. That's what came next.
Yes. It's
Helen of Troy.
like
Yeah.
the 80s.
British.
Sylvia Plath and then Rivals.
Right, right, right.
Um,
Backs. Guy backs.
sports
We're not
journalism.
talking about
Guy backs or guy fronts?
it. Back.
Chest
Do you
hair or
see
back
it?
hair?
Ooh.
I'm
Chest.
I'm pro chest hair. I'm anti back hair. That's gross.
I've never seen back hair. It's been a while since Chester's eye. There is like a line though. Oh, ahead of myself.
We'll put a pin in that. We'll circle back.
If you're interested, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for future episodes. We did a lot of foreshadowing here. So
Everything ever that
everything's
you
a reference.
everything.
It's a quote.
That can be said about a lot of things.
Actually, Quinn's never said anything original in her life. So
Has anyone?
one time Quinn said something to me, and then weeks later, I found a post of hers from like 3 years ago where she said the exact same thing, and I was like, "You,
If you find a good quote, stick with it.
I know that you were like secretly referencing that post.
I'm always referencing, yeah.
You never even told me. You weren't even like, so that's a funny story from blah 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 blah.
You
I
said,
found out on my own.
how fucking dare you? You said you can never get two bad bitches without waking up. And that wasn't an
No,
original.
I said you can never get two bad bitches at the same time without waking up. And that was a Maria Mullis quote. Shout out Maria Mullis. And yeah,
Oh,
I
bitch.
don't like giving credit. I'm known for it. So,
Yeah, don't get it. Well, tell them about copyright laws. So,
yeah, if you want it credited, copyright it. Then I'll credit it.
yeah. You silly little Americans, though.
It's your intellectual property. But not if
I own is my
I,
intellectual property. These tits, intellectual property. On that note,
on
though,
that note.
anyway, so then we met, and then the rest was history.
Then
But
the rest is history.
there's something really important we have to tell you. It's really critical that you know this before January 27th. You have to get closer.